Hey everyone, Stacks here, checking out a preview for Fallen Angels #1, Bryan Edward Hill, and I just dropped my phone, and Szymon Kudranski. I can't ever say his name right. I hope I said it right this time. But this has my pick to be the surprise book for everyone involved in the Dawn of X series. I mean, this book looks absolutely beautiful, and we'll get into that here in a minute. But once you combine this really good art with Bryan Edward Hill, who's a writer who can write and really respects the characters, I think you got the potential for a really, really good book here. So let's get off into the book. Peace in our time. Mutants around the world are flocking to the island nation of Krakoa for safety, security, and to be part of the first mutant society. New bonds are forged among Mutantkind as old wounds heal, but the drums of war still beat for some. And this book's going to feature Psylocke, Magneto, Mr. Sinister, X-23, Cable, and Captain Britain. And of course, that's the new Betsy Braddock Captain Britain. Which, if you didn't see how that actually went down and you were just kind of following some of the outrage critics online, go check it out. Excalibur #1. I'll link the video at the end and you can check it out. I thought it was a pretty organic storyline, and it's definitely not over. So from there, we jump into the deep end of this Kudranski art, which is absolutely beautiful. And in this scene, we're in Krakoa with Kwannon, and she is just basking in this paradise. And she admits, she knows that it is paradise, but she takes her thumb, she places on her blade and says, "Here I need to make my pain to be reminded of it. And even spilled blood here brings new life." And she asks herself the question, will she allow herself paradise? Do you deserve it? And can you be part of it? And as she sits there and accepts this and says, "Yes, I can," she hears a small voice in her mind that suddenly basically just overwhelms her, and you have this dialogue. It's like, "You are not dreaming. Listen." And in this vision, it speaks to her. "These are the most important words you will ever hear. Your enemy is named Apoth. You must kill a god. Little g. Do not ask my name. When Abraham heard the voice of truth, he did not ask. He listened. He placed his child on the slab. He raised a knife. I am truth, and you are not dreaming. You will wither here, Psylocke, in the bosom of the Xavier's peace. Take up this war. Mankind is evolving itself. Apoth is the Tetragrammaton?" I can't pronounce that. "The new name of God. And by peace shall we unite all and destroy many. Go to Tokyo. The train. It begins with the train. He has already taken something precious from you. Stop him. This is not a dream." And she wakes up and is immediately, boom, mission focused. So this looks like it's going to be a really interesting book. There's a couple things I think they're going to delve into. I think one of them is the body switch between Betsy Braddock and Kwannon, and the effects they have. I mean, they kind of like saw each other in Excalibur in passing, and it was a little bit uncomfortable. So it's interesting to see if they do anything with that moving forward. If you want a really good discussion about Bryan Edward Hill and the kind of the direction and some of the positive elements he's going to bring to this storyline, my buddies over at Thinking Critical, Wes and Skipintosh, did a video discussing this preview much more in depth. I highly recommend going and checking them out and subscribing to Thinking Critical. It's a great place to get all your comic industry news and some really good reviews. And he's a fellow veteran that actually I met because I reached out to him because I saw that he was a veteran in his profile of all things. And he's been a great collaborator with the comic aficionados, inviting me in and helping me out with my channel. So if y'all don't mind, go throw him a sub if you don't know him already. Well worth the listen. He's a great guy, and he has a great channel that's really doing amazing things for comic book YouTube community. That being said, I wanted to get this video out about 12 hours ago, but I got invited to a Veterans Day thing today, so I went to that and had a really good time. One of my nephews invited me to their school program, which was really cool. And just went around, got a haircut, all that kind of crazy stuff you do on Veterans Day. Anyways, I've already talked too much. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. I'd appreciate it. And God bless all my fellow veterans out there. And that's all I got. Real Comic Stacks. Out.